I was on the way to Montreal from Boston on a road trip with one of my best friends, Blake. I wanted to take a few stops on the way, and through my research, I found there was a town pretty much on the way where the movie Beetlejuice was shot. I do consider myself a movie buff, and I do love that one, so we decided to stop in the town and see if we can recognize any of the surroundings. We got into East Corinth, Vermont in the late afternoon. As soon as we got off Route 25, we stopped at the general store to pick up a few snacks. The owner overheard our conversation about finding the movie locations and gave us a few friendly tips. He seemed like a genuinely nice guy. He also told us of an urban legend that started years before the release of the movie. East Corinth is a small town with not many people in it. There was a young girl that would regularly get dropped off at the location of the famous bridge in the movie to swim in the creek underneath while her parents worked on their farm. One day, the little girl drowned while she was swimming. Her parents drove to the bridge to pick her up for lunch. They'd parked their car on it and honked their horn 3 times so the girl would know it was them, but this time, she never came to the car. Legend has it that if you drive your car and park on this bridge and honk your horn 3 times, she will appear and try to get into your car. The story definitely intrigued us, and we were going to go to the bridge anyway, so we thought we would try it out. When we got there, it looked very different than it was in the movie. The red bridge covering was not there. Apparently, that was just a prop created for the movie. A little upset, we still decided to park the car and honk the horn 3 times. We waited about 30 seconds, and nothing happened. Well, it was worth a shot, I said, and was about to shift the car back into drive when I heard a noise. It sounded like the clicking of my car door handle, someone trying to open it. As soon as I heard that, I panicked and drove off. I was legitimately freaked out, and I asked Blake if he heard it too. He didn't say anything, but then he burst out laughing and explained how he had his arm out the window and was clicking his own door handle. Very funny, I said sarcastically, as we headed toward our destination. About half an hour later, I had to stop for gas, so I pulled up and Blake got out of the car to fill the tank. Not long after he got out, he asked me to come out to where he was. I couldn't imagine he needed help. It's not that complicated. When I got around to the back, I asked him what he needed. He didn't say a word. All he did was point to the rear passenger door. I took a look, and what I saw made my blood run cold. I had just washed my car before we left on this trip, so I know it couldn't have happened before we left home. But on the rear passenger window, smudged on the glass, I saw 2 tiny, child-sized handprints.